Richard Chase, known as the Vampire of Sacramento, terrorized California in the 1970s. He murdered 6 people, including the Mayrod family, and engaged in extreme acts of cannibalism, mutilation, and necrophilia.
He was born on May 23, 1950 in Sacramento, California. His childhood behaviors consisted of setting fires, wetting the bed, and torturing animals. Throughout his adolescence, he struggled with alcohol and drug abuse. He was in and out of mental institutions. He developed hypochondria, an obsessive worry about his health. He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia, displaying extreme psychotic behaviors, including capturing, killing, and eating animals, sometimes raw or blended. He injected himself with rabbit's blood, leading to hospitalization for blood poisoning, biting off bird heads and drinking their blood. He was found naked in a field near Lake Tahoe, covered in cow's blood. It was reported, but no action was ever taken. He blended rabbit intestines with Coca-Cola for consumption, and in his 20s, he was considered isolated, had no social life or romantic partners. He was described by the staff as frightening and unstable.
The victims were Evelyn Mayrod, age 38, Jason Mayrod, her son, age 6, Daniel Meredith, her family friend, age 56, Daniel Ferreira, her 22-month-old nephew.
Chase entered Evelyn's home. Daniel was shot first. Evelyn and Jason were murdered next. He mutilated Evelyn's body, drank her blood, and removed several organs. With Jason, he killed him in the bath and then also mutilated him. Baby David was killed last. Their bodies were mutilated. He removed their organs, filled them up with blood, and took them away from the crime scene in an open pail.
Chase approached a high school classmate who noticed his sunken eyes and blood-stained sweatshirt. Police staked out his apartment and arrested him. The evidence they found was horrifying. They found a 12-inch butcher knife, rubber boots, animal coolers, 3 blenders containing blood, dishes in the fridge containing body parts, and a mummified baby, which was Michael Ferreira, in a box outside his vacant lot. The walls, floors, and kitchens were smeared with blood.
The trial happened in 1979. Since Chase thought his heart would stop beating, his blood was turning into powder, his stomach was backwards, and his organs were rotting, he would inject himself with animal blood and would eat human organs and drink their blood, convinced it would fix him. Chase believed he was being controlled by Nazis and UFOs. He thought that they were conspiring against him, poisoning him, and drying up his blood. Drinking blood and eating organs was, in his mind, a way to protect himself from these forces.
He pled not guilty by reason of insanity, but was found legally sane at the time of the crimes. He was convicted of all 6 murders. The prosecution argued that Chase knew right from wrong. He locked doors, hid evidence, and tried to cover his tracks. He was later sentenced to death by gas chamber at San Quentin State Prison.
After conviction, Chase was given medication, but stockpiled it instead of taking it. His date of death was December 26, 1980. He committed suicide in prison.
Richard Chase's crimes illustrate the danger of untreated severe mental illness and extreme psychosis. Despite his horrific acts, the focus remains on the victims and the lessons learned from the case. The case also influenced how law enforcement and mental health professionals approach psychotic individuals.